Is it just us or did nobody explain how any of this works?
We're three actors talking adulting, relationships, career chaos, and everything in between.
Unscripted, real life, raw, and unfiltered.
This is Somebody Called Cut. Saying that, you make me so nervous when you do that. How you gonna get here on time, early even, and talk about you don't know what's going on? That shit stresses me the fuck out. That's our cold open.
Do I ever disappoint?
No, but still, that shit stresses me.
One out of two times you was on time.
One out
of two times.
That's not saying that I was on time the last time I was here before you.
Okay.
This
Babe,
time
we've
I was
been
here
doing-
before
we've had
everybody.
to
Today, okay.
react-
Y'all said I was
I
late.
was on time
I've
last
been late
time.
3 out
I
of
just
3.
wasn't early.
But I at least show up prepared.
Yes.
I'm always prepared.
I show up prepared. I know what the fuck we talking about.
Okay.
I know what we're talking about. I'm always prepared. I'm always ready.
You can't say that. I'm going by what you said. I'd have been fine without that comment. Now you stressed me out.
Listen, sometimes you gotta just, live in the moment.
Okay.
And that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I love that.
But I was on time.
You were.
I was early. To be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late.
To be full of shit is what? What is that, would you say? We're back.
We are back.
Hi, guys. Another week of Somebody Called Cut. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing great.
I'm
Today the
good.
weather is
You're
beautiful.
really serious about I'm not leading.
Huh?
I said, how's everybody's week? He's like, Haji? How's your
Right. He
week?"
looked right at me. How's everyone's week? Well, I'm working my way backwards. Today the sun is out. It's beautiful. It's hot outside. It's Mother's Day. And so yeah, nice. Got a chance to talk to my mama.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
My little brother calls me every year on Mother's Day because I'm like his sister mama and I helped raise him. And so every year I get a Happy Mother's Day, sister. I love you. I'm like, aw. It makes my heart feel so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really sweet.
I had a moment earlier this week because my sister's the same for me. She's 9 years older than me. And I found myself getting so emotional, out of nowhere. I don't know if that is just comes with age or what, but I was just just thank you for being such a great example of an older sibling, being such a great big sister. And then I just started crying I just really appreciate it. And and she is so not serious. She is just okay, you're crying. Oh, okay.
Is this what we're doing now?
This is what
Got
we're
it.
Okay, well, let's move on. She does not like to get emotional.
That's so funny because I called my mom today, of course, for Mother's Day. But she did not want to stay on the phone. She does not like to be on the phone. Roy, my father, he will stay on the phone for 8 hours. If you let him, my mother would be like, okay, good. You said hi. Okay, I'm going to say a quick prayer. Okay, I'll talk to you later. I'm like, Regina, it's Mother's Day. I'm trying to say hello. What? She did not want to be on the phone. I said,
Oh, you all have our names, huh?
R.O.
R.O.
Mm-hmm.
That's
cute.
so cute.
Roy, Regina, Roy, Roland, Robert, and Rose. It's
That's
just
really
the Rowe
sweet.
family.
Oh.
Well, I'm the only Ra. Everybody else is a Rowe.
R.O.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be Robert.
Robert.
That's
Can you
ugly.
imagine?
Robert.
Somebody out there named Robert's going to be upset. I said,
What
that's
just
ugly.
happened?
I said, that's ugly.
Ooh.
Oh, not Robert is ugly. That's your name.
Robert is not my name, ma'am.
Maybe in some country they probably pronounce it that way.
Robert.
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 Yeah, maybe if you roll your tongue like that.
Isn't it
Robert.
French? Robert. That's Robert in
I
French.
don't know. I know my best friend growing up.
That's how you.
Yeah,
oh.
Robert.
My best friend growing up
Oh no,
is from Tanzania. You know Koku.
Yeah, I love
And
Coco.
her mom's from. Her mom's they Tanzania. I'll just say Tanzania. Her mom is from Rwanda, but she would call me Robot.
See?
Yeah.
Robot.
So I like
I
that
hate
better.
to be the
I like
person
that
that objectifies another woman, but Koku is sitting on a fat one. Yo, her body is amazing.
And she's gorgeous.
She's
Okay.
just stunning, and she's dope, and she's cool. But when I first I've known Koku over the years through Rob, right? And it's mostly been over video time, over blah, blah, blah. And then we bumped into each other in New York. I was like, let's go have out for drinks. And she showed up and I was like, damn,
Okay.
damn. damn, girl, I didn't know you was
She got
sitting on no cat. Ooh.
Them African hips.
Right. And I was
Yeah.
like, damn,
Okay.
you're like, you're gorgeous. Body T. But yeah, I love her. She's really sweet.
Well, for the rest of the week, I did have a good week. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'd be crazy about these casting workshops, and I am not playing. I'm going to make sure I am.
Yeah.
My name is in everybody's mouth.
Okay.
So if you haven't met me yet in some casting workshops, you will be soon. And I just signed up for a couple more.
Yeah.
So I had a couple this week that went very, very well. And then I just signed up for another one with Lee Daniels
Very well.
Butler.
How though?
Oh, nice.
Details.
Very well. Oh, yes, the casting director said that I had perfected a very difficult scene, and he had never seen anybody pick it up that quickly. So he gave me a new scene to come back the next week with. And
Well,
he
everyone was still
very
working on
impressed.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah.
But he kind of digged me yesterday, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was like, "You got the names wrong of the characters on the show, and if I was still casting the show, that tells me you don't watch my show, and you didn't even do the work to watch the show to get the names right." And I'm like, I should have done that, but.
Was it like a tricky name or something?
It was, the names were just like the way they're spelled, the pronunciation of the names it could have gone either way. And I went the wrong way on both.
Oh, damn.
But the work was still good. Lesson learned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lesson learned. But yeah, it's been good. It's been a good week. Other than, I'm like half of my body is still numb from shingles.
Well,
My
didn't you
fingers are numb,
say
my face is numb.
you had like a deadline for when this is like either should be gone by or
It's just there forever.
it's there forever.
Yeah, they said it takes like 3 months, I guess, and we're approaching that point. And it is getting better, but like my fingers on the right side of my body are numb, and then like my lip is sometimes, and you can see my lip is still not the same color anymore because it's like the pigment is gone from where the scars were, and then I'm having to consistently get treatment on this area because, like you mentioned, it's like giving me like what looks like chickenpox scars, which sucks. So I can't drink,
Well,
I can't
thought
work
that.
out.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. But that it looks like a beauty mark.
But there's like at least 3 or 4 on
But
my
they're
face.
perfectly placed on your face, so you wouldn't even notice.
Thank
you know?
babe.
It's not
That's
like it's
sweet.
in a place that looks weird. It looks like a beauty mark.
Thank you.
Mine looks crazy.
It just
But
'cause
it's okay.
fresh. It's just
It looks like I got into a fight. No, I'm just.
I'm dead. I'm dead. Whoop somebody's ass.
That's right.
Anyway, today's discussion, right? Like we can kind of get into it. It's interesting because we were supposed to shoot last week, but I was heading to New York because my aunt had passed away. She'd been married to my uncle for like 55 years, right? And so like it was a discussion on all of our minds about like what does it feel like? What does it look like when all of our parental figures, adults in our lives kind of start to get to a place where we are needing now to take care of them, right? And I think it's just an interesting sort of like, what the fuck do we do now? Because you're still trying to get your shit together. I just realized that I was 42. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
and an adult.
Yeah.
And now you're telling me that I have to like take care of you, make your decisions, financial decisions, health decisions, make sure that you're good, basically parent your parents or those around you, right? So I kind of think like what I thought it would just be a really good conversation to kind of talk about because we're all kind of in that space right now, right? You with your dad, you with your mom. And it's just an interesting dynamic like when you start to be like, oh, okay, so now I'm having to take care of them. What does that feel like, I think?
I think it is a bit of a mind fuck just because you don't know when that moment's going to come, It just comes out of the blue. It's either based on what their abilities, what their health concerns are, but we never know. And I think you just never feel prepared for that.
Yeah.
And the fact that a lot of us are still, even though we are in our 40s, for me, I still feel like I'm raising myself. Sometimes I feel like I'm a single
Exactly,
parent.
child.
And I'm
Exactly.
thinking, in the event that I had to look after another life, like, I don't know if I'm qualified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't feel qualified. I don't know what I'm up to. Like, what decisions am I supposed to be making? You know,
Yeah.
like it's a really interesting. My father was alive and he started to like be plagued with like hypertension and it was getting worse and worse and worse. And they would be talking around me and I'm like, I'm sorry. What are we talking about exactly? Like, what do we need to do? And then this idea of like, okay, Dad, now you have to start eating a little bit better. Start cutting out your salt, start working out, start eating more greens, more fiber, more this, more that. And it's like, ah, ah, and it was just
That's
like,
your dad?
you're a child. Yeah, stay in a child's place. You know, I can eat what I want. I can do what I want. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. And you're like, first of all, if you were fine, we wouldn't have to be going to the doctor, right? Like, if this would be a conversation that we would not need to have, but also too, like, dealing with them when they don't want no help is crazy.
And I think
It makes it so difficult. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest part of the struggle too, is because, and I think this is probably not uniquely Black, but I think it is something that Black families deal with heavily, is this space where we don't want to have conversations about things, especially our elders. They're like, I don't want to talk to you about my health. I don't need you being all up in my finances. You don't need to know what's in my account. I'm like, we need to get past that, because at a certain point, we are responsible for what's in your bank account, because we're going to have to start helping you take care of paying the bills and doing these things. And we need to know like where things are. If you got some money under the mattress, I need to know about it so that we can allocate that where it needs to be. And people, we like don't want to have these conversations. And it's so difficult because it's been like a journey. Like you mentioned, my father has had a lot of health issues over the past year and a half. And we're like now getting to the point where we're having conversations like, okay, we need to determine who's going to be the power of attorney, because we need to have real conversations around not just his passing, but like moving him to this facility to make sure that he gets the best surgical care that he needs, or moving him to this facility because they have better treatment for his physical therapy. Like we need to have those conversations. And because there's so many siblings involved, there's so many feelings involved, a lot of us have moved away. We're far away.
Yeah.
It makes it so difficult to get on the phone. And then my mom is still there. So my mom is like, that's my man. So I'm the one who's gonna make the choice. And we're like, lady, like you can't be the sole person to make the choices either, because it's a collective now and we need to be involved in those conversations too. So it's been a journey kind of just breaking through that portion of it. Just let's have a conversation about your health. Let's have a conversation about your finances. Let's have a conversation about your credit. Let's have a conversation. We're like, we're putting everything on the table. And I think more families need to start. And I think more families are starting to do it. But I feel like it is becoming more of like a prominent conversation in our community. And like we're all starting to get to the point where we are becoming the ones who have to start taking care of our parents. And I think this conversation is coming up more with people in our generation. So we're starting to like invest energy and time into researching those things. So I am glad to see that a lot of my friends and associates have been telling me they're dealing with the same thing and they're approaching it the same way. So
you know what? It like speaking to what you were just speaking to, like, so I told you I was like listening to Soul Food while I was getting ready for this episode, right? And so I didn't realize that part of the reason why Big Mama goes through all of that and ends up in the hospital is because she had diabetes that she didn't want to deal with. And I was like, oh, I totally missed that, but it made total sense. Like she's just like, I got my turpentine and my herbs and prayer or whatever she says, right? Like that's gonna help me. And then Vivica Fox's character Maxine just kind of goes, yeah, but it ain't gonna help you with the diabetes. It'll heal everything but the diabetes, and we need something to deal with the diabetes. And she just was so stubborn at first in terms of like figuring that out, right? Like it's a great movie if you haven't seen Soul Food. I don't know what rock you're living under,
Right.
but like it's a great movie. Go see it. But yeah, like it speaks to that aspect of it. Like when you have to fight with them, take their health seriously, and it then becomes this whole thing of like, no, like we didn't have to get here.
Yeah.
Right? Like maybe we would have gotten here a little later, but like how quickly and rapidly this is happening is because you're choosing not to take it seriously. I don't know if there's like a fear there of like, I don't want to know what it is. Like, you know, we, especially in Black culture, we have this thing of like, if it's under the rug, it's not to be looked at, right? It's supposed to be there, right? Like that's just part of it, right? And so I think that's a good part. I know for me, it's like, most of my families are immigrants, right? My father's an immigrant from Haiti. And so like being anywhere where you're like, you have to have somebody speak for you. You have to like, they can look at you any sort of kind of way, look at you like you're an immigrant or, you know, you migrated to this country. And so there's all of these things about it, and also just being a man raising 6 kids. Like, I don't want to seem weak to my children, right? But yeah, like I thought that was really interesting because that was a part of the movie that I like missed. I didn't catch it quite. I was like, oh
That
shit.
Soul Food came out, interestingly enough. It came out, was it in 1997, I think?
I think so, yeah.
Ooh, I think so.
The reason why I remember that is because it was, my grandmother was suffering from, she had a brain tumor and she was in the hospital at the time. And it came out around Thanksgiving, and we as a family went out to see the movie. All the cousins went out to see it because Nana's in the hospital.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, it's in the shot. I
Sorry,
didn't know if
sir.
y'all wanted it in the shot.
Mhm.
I was just saying it in the shot. Go
Oh,
ahead.
okay.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I was trying to do a secret. I was like,
Oh, okay.
Oh.
No, like I said, so it came out. Soul Food came out at the same time that my grandmother was in the hospital, and my cousins and I went to the movies together while Nana was in the hospital. I had a different experience when it came to like disclosing like our illnesses and stuff, because my grandmother was a nurse, my mom's a nurse, I have an aunt that's a nurse, and so we definitely like keep up with things. But I think that generation has like a problem with, it seems like, being a burden
Mhm.
somehow.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if
yeah.
they have an issue, they don't want to be a burden on their kids. So I don't know why. It's just
Yeah.
like a self-worth type of thing or whatever. That's just been my assessment of things. I would say that I have been, you all know my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer after she had turned 70 last year. But I have to like really commend her, because we didn't come up in a family that necessarily had it all together. You know, like I think we got practice because my grandmother was sick. I think we got practice because my aunt died early of cancer and knew like what things to kind of avoid. But I was very proud of my mom for being like proactive once getting the diagnosis, going and putting things in a trust. We ain't never had no damn
Okay,
trust.
trust.
You know, like a
Yes.
property in the
Yeah.
trust, and like she was, and putting directives as far as like health is concerned. Luckily, my big sister stepped up because she works in the medical field. She knows medical terminology like that. My mom is a nurse, so we've been very open and clear as to like where we are in the
Great.
process. But we still deal with my mom, who doesn't want to be a burden, doesn't want, even me coming to visit, it's just like, I don't want you spending money. And it's
Yeah.
like, how
Yeah.
can I not? Like, I want to spend time and I want to do everything that I can for her.
Do you think about going back home? The older
It has
she
crossed
gets?
my mind. I
Yeah.
honestly, last year, I wasn't sure if maybe I think out of the 3 of her children, I'm the only one who doesn't have any children. So for me, it makes sense that I would go, and I would be willing to do that if need be. Though there are days where I feel like I haven't really reached my full potential here in my career, here in Los Angeles and all that other stuff, I would put that to the side and be there for her.
Yeah, I'm like that too. When
Yeah.
if my father, for those that don't know, my father passed away of COVID, so that happened suddenly, right? But I was already, because his hypertension was getting to a place where it was like getting really, really bad. I was already like, okay, so I need to move. Even though my sisters were there with him and did a fantastic job with his care all the time, I'm just like, I wouldn't be happy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like any opportunity that I can take to be with my father, and because that was my ace boon coon, you know, any chance I could take to be with him, I would have taken it. So I was like, I get that feeling
Yeah.
of like, when is the right time? How are you gonna be of service? Like when you get there, what do you do? So yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I mean, if I had it to pay all the bills and take care of everything, I certainly would. But so I can only really give my time and, you know, help where I
Yeah.
can. And I've done a lot, and I'm happy that I have been able to do that. For me, it's been more about making sure that she's eating right. That has probably been my pain point. Is like, we know that you're not supposed to have sugar. You shouldn't be eating red meat or alcohol. Like, let's be mindful of that.
a couple of things that you guys touched on. are, I think, key points that a lot of people face too. And you talked about earlier, like having the experience of like maybe your like grandparents or your great grandparents and seeing how that kind of trickles down. And my family had to deal with that because my family was very, very, very close. We would rent RVs and we would all drive down to Florida
really?
together
Oh,
every
wow.
year to go to Disney World. And like my immediate family, like all my cousins, uncles, aunts, we would all pile into like the RVs and drive down to Florida. We had family reunions every year. And I think a critical core part of that was my grandparents. And my grandparents were in Chicago too. My father's parents, my mother's parents, my mom's mother passed away when I was young. And then her father passed away when I was in college. And then my father's parents were still in Chicago. So they were kind of like a central point of our family, much like soul
Yeah.
food. And then they moved to Georgia to be closer to my aunt because she was there. My dad and my uncle were still in Chicago, but I think my grandfather wanted to be closer to my aunt because she was there by herself. So we would all go down to Atlanta then, and we would do our little family reunions there. And it was always like a big soul food style family. But as they started to get older, and my grandmother suffered from dementia, and my grandfather passed away before her, and then we started to see like the journey of having to deal with seeing the matriarch and patriarch of your family pass away, and then how that affects everybody. And it was a massive trickle down of how it affected every single segment of our family because some of my cousins, my grandparents, spent a lot more time with them because one of their parents may not have been available or around.
Right.
So my grandparents invested more time there because they were like, we feel responsible. We want to be here. But they were always there and available for all of us. But it did affect everybody differently. And I started to see kind of like that super bond that we had unfold and unravel because it became who's responsible for the care, who's responsible for the money, who's going to do this, who's going to oversee the house being sold, where's the money going to go, and like I think it's great that your mom was proactive in saying, hey, let's put this in a trust. And I think this was the catalyst for me being like, okay, I am really far away from the rest of my family. Let me get life insurance because I don't want there to be a fight over what do we do with his body? Who's going to pay for it? Where's this money going to come from? Who's going to be responsible for the debt, or who's going to take the car? Who's going to I don't want people having all these conversations, and you see that happen when someone passes away, and you see how it affects everyone. And if there's not proper planning, then it can really be to the detriment of like a family structure. My family has moved through that wound and has started to reconcile and come together, and we're fixing it slowly, and like we're having our family reunions again and everybody's gathering again. But it was a really dark place to see things fall apart because of people getting older, and then the responsibility of taking care of elders falls on the next generation. And here we are now, we're at my parents. But we are a little bit more prepared now
For sure.
because we had, like, to your point, because we had that experience. Now I think everyone's a little bit more prepared. Like, all of my siblings now got life insurance, and we're like, we have a afterlife plan if something is to happen. We have life insurance, and also like we made our parents give us access to everything, so we know where everything is. And again, it was a struggle to get there, but it happened. But we're there. And I implore everyone to have the difficult conversations. You know, it's the conversations people don't want to have because they don't want to have a morbid conversation.
Yeah.
But it's actually an enlightening conversation, and I think it brings people closer because then you start to plan in a greater way as a family, and it brings you closer together. It's not morbid. It's actually a beautiful thing to have these conversations.
So taking it back to Soulful really quickly, who do y'all identify most with on the characters on that show?
All right.
In terms of like, since we all can understand what each of them are going through, in terms of having a parent, going through all of that, I know who you identify. Don't even look at me like that. I know who you identify with for sure.
Well, there's multiple reasons why, and it kind of goes back to the conversation you guys were just having, right?
Yeah.
And I know you're gonna say Terry, but it's not.
I wasn't gonna say Terry. I know that's your favorite line, but go ahead.
The only reason I think Terry is a great example is because she has this struggle of like independence and becoming her own person and having her own journey and story, but still wanting to be connected to her family. And what does that look like? Because again, like, I feel like I'm the person who moved furthest away. I'm the person who chose a path that was like outside of what everybody would traditionally. I'm the person who's furthest away from my parents. I'm still the most. We're all equally active, but like we're in a group chat and we talk every day. So I'm not disconnected the way Terry was disconnected. I'm still very connected. But it's interesting from the conversation that you guys were just having. Like, would you uproot everything you've created and start the foundation of what you're doing for your journey as an individual person? Would you uproot all of that and give it away to care for it, to move closer to care for someone? I think a lot of people would say yes, but it's a hard conversation because it's a life investment. It's been a financial investment. It's been an emotional investment. It's been an investment of discovering who I am as a person and finding my identity, my freedom. So it's very hard to say, would you uproot all of that to move home and throw everything away that you built to care for people?
You know what's interesting?
But I still care for them, but do I care from a distance?
I don't disagree, but I think there's also, I'm curious if there's also a piece of like, your mom was a single mom?
Well, she wasn't a single mom long. We separated from my father for a bit, but then my stepfather was in our life for most of my life.
Your stepfather was in your life most of your life.
Most
okay.
of my life,
My father was a single father for many years. He remarried and had my little brother, but I wonder how much of that is like your mom also has your dad, right? Like, and they're together. And so like, there's a little piece of that allows you some freedoms to be like, okay, they have each other at least. And it might be similar when you have a stepdad, but I think that even when my father was married, I still felt like I am responsible for him. You know, like, I felt responsible for him solely in a way that I probably wouldn't have had he still been married to my mom, which I think.
I get that.
I wonder how much of that could also possibly play a role in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because my aunt and uncle, they were, like I said, they were together for 55 years and all the kids were like scattered wherever they were. It wasn't until she actually needed care for her health, like her health rapidly declined with the cancer. And they all came, I will always praise them for this. They all came together and found a way to have one of them with her 24 hours a day for a good point of like 3 months.
Yeah.
Nice.
Before, like, I was like, damn, like, everybody worked their schedule out. And these are married with children. People have lives. Some people are out of town, all these things, right? But they figured out a way, like, the goal is to give our mom the best possible care that we can give her. And in order for us to, this, according to them, was like the best way we could do this is to make sure that one of us was there at all times. And they all managed and shifted and made sacrifices in their schedule to do so. It wasn't even like that with my dad. Like, I was just like, the girls were handling him and the boys were like, oh, we'll kind of come around and see.
Yeah.
Not that they didn't love them, but they had their own lives. They're married or whatever. And so the fact that they were all sort of found a way to manage that, I thought was just really amazing.
But it's interesting though, because like, for example, in my circumstance that we're in literally now, we have 7 chats because I started a chat with the manager of my father's in a care facility. So he's in like a rehabilitation center. So I started a chat with the manager of the care facility. And at first it was just me and my sister. And then all of my siblings and my mom were like, no, we want to be in it too. So I'm like, okay, I added everybody in. We're in a chat with the head of the social worker department. It's a black dude. He's been like a lifesaver because he wants to know any scheduling that needs to be done for him to be taken to the hospital or taken to an appointment to get whatever services he needs. So we're in a chat with him. Then we're in a group chat with just our family. Then we're in a group chat with the head of nursing. Like, we're in all these group chats because we're not there. So we're on a daily basis making sure that the care is being given to him in the way it should. And then we'll get on the phone with him as a group every single day just to make sure he's okay. But again, like, because we all can't physically be there, we're trying to figure out a roadmap to doing it long distance. Or also, we've been like, okay, you go now, and then I'll go in 3 months, and then you go in 3 months, and then one of my siblings is there, and my mom is there. So we're trying to figure out the rotation that way. And also, a greater conversation has been, okay, if it gets to a point where he can leave that facility, who he moving in with?
Yeah.
So like that's the other alternative because, to your point, I'm the only one who doesn't have kids. So all my other siblings can't uproot their life and move their kids to go there to care for him. The easiest option is to move
Damn,
our
we
parents
all
to us.
childless single motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But these are the kinds of
Okay.
conversations that people
Yeah.
people in our generation are starting to have, and it's crazy because we would have watched Soul Food and been like, "Ooh, this is entertaining," but never imagined
Right.
that this is the life that we would be
Yeah.
navigating.
Yeah, but yeah. To your point, it's like I remember watching Soul Food, and all of that part I just sort of glazed over. Like I just remember that Big Mama died. Like I thought she died at the beginning of the movie, which is why they were going through all that stuff. But now watching it, through it an actor's lens, and also two, like this lens of like having to have lived real life and having to have those roles be reversed in my actual life. It was immediately what I picked up on. I was like, oh, I totally missed this when I seen this movie so long ago, right? You didn't answer my question. You
What was
didn't
the
tell
question?
me who you relate to.
I don't really know.
Oh, I thought you said Terry.
Well, I don't
No,
think
he said I thought it was.
Oh yeah, I was
Terry.
like, I don't know who. I don't know. I would have to really think on that a little bit more.
Who do you think you identify most?
You know, I would say Terry only because I feel like for years everybody tried to make it seem like she
Automatically
was
Terry's
the villain.
money. Yeah.
But all the while, Maxine slept with her boyfriend, still
First of all,
married him.
Excuse me.
had a baby.
Excuse me.
Then you got
Excuse me.
Faith fucking her
Excuse me.
husband.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So
Maxine did not sleep with her husband.
no,
with her
Maxine,
man.
no, she didn't sleep. She got
No,
caught
it's
making
very
out
clear
with
that they hadn't been intimate.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just saying
They
she
went on
was
a
on
couple
date with
little
her.
dates
With him. And here she gonna go fall and
So you say she purposely
no,
fell?
I'm just saying I understand
No.
Terry a little bit.
I
Like,
do
damn,
too.
y'all.
I do too.
I'm not mad at Terry for
Yeah.
for
And
who
she was just
is.
logical. So I guess for me,
And you're
I
a
do
very
plan on
logical
having
thinker.
the money. Like,
Give it
and
to
I
the
do,
money.
and I'm happy to take care of things. You know what I mean? But I think that she was just very logical, and I just felt like they were very illogical. It's like I'm paying all the bills, y'all bitches ain't got nothing to add to the pot.
Exactly.
Bro, I just got a glimpse of this.
No. I was looking at the time.
Oh.
I was trying to do math in my head. Son. Huh. But I do look like a squid.
I thought you caught a glimpse of yourself. I was like, what is happening?
I do look like a squid. I don't know what's
Oh my God. It's what is the SPF you got on your face?
I look like a ghost. I look like Cass with a friendly ghost.
I literally watched you look at. I thought that's what was happening. Like, what the what?
That's happening too.
What
That's
the what?
definitely happening too.
I'm sorry, Hutch.
Mhm.
But
So,
yeah,
I would say yes. Let's sell the house because if there's another alternative, y'all bitches want to pay. Y'all
Nah,
got
I'm Maxine for sure. We ain't selling my daddy's house.
okay.
But who gonna come out of pocket then?
Automatically Terry's money until we can pay you back.
See, until we can pay you back, it's like okay.
Which is never.
No, also
Right.
too, Maxine, for me, I think I'm a cross between Maxine and Bird.
Yeah.
Like, Bird is just kind of like, I can do anything, kind of her cloud nine,
Yeah.
like baby syndrome, very much like my
And I
sisters
would
will
say I
take
have a bit
care
of
of
that,
me,
too. Yeah.
so I definitely have a bit of that, especially when I'm around my sisters. I'm like, they're here. Good, thank you. Just, Sissy, can you please? And then Maxine, I'm very family oriented. Like, I want my family together. I want to make sure everybody's good. Like, I'm going to take care of Uncle P if anybody's wondering, like, what's happening with Uncle P, I'll take care of him, So, like, I definitely see myself and Maxine, except for the part where she stole Terry's boyfriend.
See,
Boyfriend.
but that's what I meant.
Boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't steal him. She's like, went on a little date. He can't help who he like. They've been
yes, you
married
can.
Amen. I mean, I'm glad.
Okay,
for
first
them,
of all,
but
you're telling me that they would have lost out on how many years together if she didn't shoot her shot with him.
I'm not mad at it in the end. I'm just saying from her perspective.
From Terry's perspective, yeah.
But for years we were like,
Not again. Terry was like, not
Terry.
again.
Yeah. Like, God damn.
God damn. What's the line? What is it?
The family? Oh, fuck the family. You know what? I let the family in the house and the family fucked my husband. That's right. Faith fucked my husband.
Terry. It was what? You want to explain what? That's funny.
Yeah.
Vanessa
Grab
Williams.
that
That's
knife.
that line.
Ooh, that will ever go
Wait,
down in
I
history.
told y'all
Vanessa
my favorite
Williams.
one. My favorite one is when Bird gets married and some. Who is that hoochie coochie mama with a big ass all over my husband? It's my wedding day. I'm supposed to be happy. And then
Leave
Vivica
alone.
Fox goes. Vivica Fox goes, shoot,
Big
I don't
and
know what
pregnant.
you talking about. Big and pregnant, right? Remember,
Yeah.
just fixing her little boost, whatever. Shoot, I don't know what y'all talking about. We happy. Everybody happy. But we'd be more happy if we beat that hoe down. I love that line. I'm like, yes, that's what we do.
When I tell you, they all have some iconic moments in Black film. They all just have some of the most iconic moments ever, and not just in soul food, just across film in
Oh my
general. They are
God,
all
yeah.
just legends. So
100%.
Mhm.
You were right. You're right. That was a good era for music and for film and television.
oh my
Like,
God, that was the
for
era
Black
of
film.
Black
Yeah,
film,
yeah,
Black music. That
yeah.
was
I wish we were around at that time.
That would have been great.
Who?
Yeah, we could have been in some
Oh,
classic
you mean as
films.
Actors.
actors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, well, I was around. That's the era.
I don't know. I was
around.
around. I was just.
I was grown.
Yeah.
No, I'm playing. You don't look it though.
Well,
We were
look,
out. We were outside of class, and he was like, "This guy just woke up. He's like, y'all doing y'all little scene?" Say, "Yeah." He's like, "I'll buy it. Y'all look good." Cause she looked like she wanted to bite your head off, and da-da-da. And then he's like, "How young are y'all?" Rob was like, "I'm 40,"
Yeah.
We're gonna bleep that.
and he was like, "You don't even want that front number?
Oh yeah, I don't want that. We're gonna bleep that.
Not even the front number?"
We're gonna bleep that.
All right,
Really?
he's
I don't need
Okay.
these casting officers to know my age.
got you. But the point is, the dude on the street was like, "What? You look like you at least 24."
Oh, he is lying.
Oh my
Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
He didn't say 25.
Y'all
Wow.
look good. Y'all
Somebody-
look real
I'm gonna
good.
call Carla.
We look good. I ain't got
Wow.
it, but baby, 20 something.
25 is
My face is snatched, okay? I know I got a lot of sunscreen on it right now, but my
Sure.
face is snatched. Don't even try
no,
it.
babe. You look great.
You look, yeah.
You look great. You don't.
If somebody
look
wanted to tell me that I look 25,
none
I look
of us
25.
do.
Well, listen, we can play college students on a TV show still, okay?
Yeah, that went to college late.
Yeah.
You know, I had a very good audition to play a college student, okay?
Amazing. Recently?
No, I didn't get it.
Recently? Was this the one? Which one was this?
It was from the spinoff of The Boys, but
Yeah.
whatever.
I remember.
that's
You
why I don't
did-
need
you-
y'all telling my
I'm telling you,
age,
you look like
okay?
you
They
could
still
play
be
it.
calling me in for that.
No, I didn't say it.
All right.
I didn't say it. I think the grays give it away.
It's right now my whole head is gray because
Oh, you can't see that.
it got a little product in it.
Nobody can see that.
Well, that's okay. I'm gonna just start taking NADs,
What is that?
huh? Peptides.
Oh, I heard those are a
Anti-aging
thing
peptides.
like amazing.
Yeah, the grays will go away. You'll look 22.
Really?
go.
Go on Amazon right now and
Oh my God.
Mhm.
pick some closing thoughts.
My closing thoughts on both soul food and being adults in the role reversal world. Soul Food's amazing. If you haven't seen it, go see it. You know my favorite parts of the film. But also, too, I think that it's a great movie on how to navigate when these roles start to reverse, right? Because all of them still had real life shit going on.
Mhm.
Bird was still Bird. Terry was still Terry. Maxine was still Maxine. But all of them had to find a way to come together and be there for their mom and for those of them that were affected by the mom's eventual passing, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's an interesting conversation just because there's a lot of times where I feel like, where are the adults in the room? Where are they? And then I'm like, oh, it's me.
Yeah.
So now who's going to help me figure this out?
It does
If
make me also think about not having kids now.
Yeah.
Who's gonna
Ooh,
who's
I don't
gonna
know.
take
I was-
care of
I-
us?
yeah.
I'm gonna be at the club when I'm 96.
Not 96. Which club?
Dropping it like it's hot.
Who's going to help you pick it back up, babe?
Me, because I'm gonna still be in the gym. I'm gonna still be boxing. I'm gonna be that little old whippersnapper that be in a club salsa
You
dancing.
need to be in
dropping it like it's
Pilates
hot.
too, so you could be a little limber.
Mhm. I said this little lady at the gym. She teach me how to stretch the other day.
Oh my God, I have the funniest story. So this was when we were 20. So young, limber, loose. Me and my best friend, we went into like, I don't know where we were at, but we ended up going to a gym and we happened to join like one of the classes. We were like, oh, fuck it, let's just go into one of the classes. Turns out it was the geriatric stretch and yoga class, but we were like, we got this. We were in there. Like 2 minutes in.
No joke.
These women are doing all this sort of stuff, and one of them turns to us and goes, like, we're dripping sweat. And one of them turns to us and goes, come on, girls, what are you going to do when you're our age?
Wow.
And we were like, whoa, this is crazy. We've been called out by this 75-year-old woman. We were 20. We were like, it was so bad. But I guess you can be. You can drop it medium. You ain't dropping it low.
Well, I'll just say this. I don't I don't actually plan on being in the club when I'm 96. I want to be having I'll probably be on a boat having a nice little kiki on a vacation. You know what I mean? I probably won't be in a club, but I might hit up a club wherever I'm traveling on a boat to. I don't know. But my takeaway, I think anybody who hears these conversations who's dealing with this should know that they're not alone, because I think more people than not are dealing with this kind of family struggle and trying to make the decisions on care for people that have cared for them, and trying to navigate how to be present for it, how to be financially available for it, and how to still be your own independent person with your family issues that you're personally dealing with. And I think there are ways to navigate it. And I think that it's important that we start opening up the conversation to like talking about finances with our family, talking about health issues with our family, talking about aftercare with our family. These are conversations that we should start having earlier and more often, and we shouldn't be afraid of them. And I think we are moving out of the generation that's afraid of it, but we still are dealing with our parents and some of us, our grandparents, who are precious about certain things. And just know you're not alone, because a lot of us are having this conversation, and just reach out to people or talk to people in your friend group, because they're probably dealing with it too. And most people don't share that kind of intimate information with people around them, and they deal with it internally and alone. And I think we can reach out to people we love and respect and appreciate and value, who are probably navigating something similar, and we just don't talk about it.
For the same reason, right? Like, you don't want to be a burden to your friends. Also, you don't want your friends to feel like, oh, yeah, you got a lot of shit going on. But very well said, babe. You're
very well
absolutely right.
said.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have anything to add to that.
It's sweet. That's it. Well, yeah.
That's all.
What is the subscribe, comment, follow, all the things.
All the things.
Yeah, this was another episode of Somebody Called Cut. Bring the mic out. Yes.
And that's okay. So you can even work.
Cut.
Not it didn't even work.
I didn't even get.
Ooh, don't do it
Wow.
in his ears.
Oh,
There you go.
There
No,
you go.
just say cut so we can like use it at the end.
cut.
Yeah, there you go.